in the morning. We're going to meet our tour coordinator, Khalifa, who is going to take us to the airport for our flight to Aswan. Oh my gosh, it is crazy in here. If you ever come to Egypt, know that there are 2 security checkpoints. Not just one, there's 2, which I'm okay with because it just means I'm more secure. But you need to make sure you have enough time to go through 2 security checkpoints. Aswan, and it's beautiful, just the lobby. So we've checked into our room in our second hotel, and it's quite lovely actually. It's got beautiful tile floors, and this is definitely my favorite part right here. This is our view. This is the River Nile. The Nile is not just a river in Egypt, but it's also a river in Egypt. So we went and decided to do a little bit of exploring and maybe a little shopping. We found a nice little market. We got a hairbrush because the brush I brought I hate. And Jeremy bought some new sunglasses. Cost us 45 Egyptian pounds, which is like $3. Like $3. So that was kind of nice. Also, all the little kids want to talk to you. They want to practice their English. They assume pretty much every white person probably speaks English, which is probably a good assumption in Egypt, and it's been an experience. Also, we had to cross the street. It's a bit like playing Frogger. People were just laying on the sidewalk, but we're walking by the Nile, and it's gorgeous. There's feluccas and little boats, and people trying to get us to hire their feluccas and wanting to take us on a carriage ride. I sell you for cheap, they say. I don't regret this little walk from the hotel, but man, it's hot. How hot does it say for you?
100.
About 100. But it's a dry heat, or so they say. The lobby of our hotel is legitimately playing Pocahontas music. It's cracking me up. We rested and we refueled, and now we're gonna go check out the Philae Temple. So today we're exploring the Philae Temple, which is dedicated to the goddess Osiris and the birth of her son Horus. And it's really interesting in so many ways, not only because it was underwater for a number of years because of the building of the high dam, but and so they moved it. And you can actually see where some of the water damage is. You can see how high the water was. It flooded a little, and then it flooded a little, and then it flooded all the way. You can actually see here where it's dark, that's water damage done to the rocks. It's all sandstone, so it's not really hard to damage. But then also, this is another example of when the Christians came in and started defacing things. They actually turned this temple into a church for a little while. So there's crosses places. There's a place where they were doing communion and they defaced all the hieroglyphics off the wall. But then also there is an argument from basically from the gods. The shortened version is that the reason Horus was born is because his mother Isis, her husband, was killed by his brother and cut into 14 pieces, and then she went all around the land and picked up the pieces, collected them all, and birthed her son Horus from those pieces. So the brother who killed Isis's wife, some of these were defaced because of the believers in that god who believed in the mission of, I believe it was Seth, believers of that sect. So this is supposed to be the birthing room of Horus. This is where Horus was supposedly born, is this room right here. And then right up here is some of the stuff left over from when the Christians came and took over. They actually defaced the temple and put crosses all over the place. You can find them here. You can find them here. And then this is actually where they would have communion. And you can see there's the cross there, and there's the cross here on the altar. And they have defaced the hieroglyphics up to a certain point, only at eye level, so that when they were having communion, they wouldn't see any of the hieroglyphics. The Egyptian people are so friendly, but at the same time, I know that they just want me. Part of Napoleon's invasion, and there's actually stuff left here from when they were here, from when Napoleon's army was here. So we had a guard that showed us down to where one of the Nilometers are, and it was like fenced off. And he was like, take a picture, take a picture. He's like, you're not supposed to. And we're like, oh, okay. So we took a picture, and then, of course, he wanted a tip. But it was like, okay. So I have a picture of a gate. Hello. United States. Yeah, America. Yeah, the cross, yeah. I got it, we're good. Yes. Okay, we're all getting our picture taken.
America number one. America good.
Two husband, one wife.
He's out there. Hi, you do not look happy with me.